So when it comes to actually applying to graduate school, there's a lot. There's a lot going on that you have to think about, and it seems overwhelming and it seems pretty stressful. Um, so what I'd start with is one thing to always consider is focusing on what you can do right now. And the biggest thing you can do right now is do well in your classes. It's really easy to look ahead and kind of not pay attention to what's going on right now and maybe not care as much about your undergraduate education. And I understand. I did that. I kind of got excited about graduate school pretty early in my education and really focused a lot more on that than the actual moment of that I was in of being an undergraduate. But showing people that you can do well in classes and getting a lot out of your experiences, appreciating the moment, that's one of the biggest things that I kind of wish I'd known and done a little more of when I was an undergraduate. But it can also prepare you for grad school. It gives you some life skills to just kind of appreciate being an undergraduate. And better grades look better, so everything you can do to make your grades look good helps. Perfect grades aren't necessary, but showing that you can do well, and especially if you can do very well, does help a lot. Aside from that, there are different things you can do. Again, I am a researcher, so I don't know much about counseling. But if you have intentions like me, if you want to go into a PhD program and you want to do research, then try to get research experience wherever you can. I know that's not always easy for everybody, but try to find some kind of situation where you can volunteer at least in a lab, even if it's only for a short time. Get your feet wet. The more you can do, the better, really. So if you can actually conduct your own research, that's amazing. It's a pretty rare opportunity for undergraduates, but if you can do it, go for it for sure. If not, try to find ways to branch out and maybe focus on some research related type things. I'd say that the thing that makes you as a researcher look better than your competitors is that research experience. Also your letters of recommendation. Building relationships, I guess, is the best way to say that. Focus on building relationships with professors and people who can write you really good letters. Having just kind of a few people who know that you did fine in their class but don't know how to say something other than that you got an A in their class isn't that helpful, and it's not that impressive. But someone who maybe knows you got a B in a class, but you came to their office hours and you worked really hard and you connected with them and got to know them and demonstrate some things about yourself, that's going to go way further than the other one. So build relationships, talk to people, find ways to interact with professors because they're the ones who are really going to help you out, especially if your grades aren't perfect. So those two things would be mostly what I recommend. Try to find research opportunities and network. And of course, try to keep your grades up.